Hey, how's it going? Just going to show you how to play Lover You Should Have Come Over by Jeff Buckley from Grace. Just before we jump into it, I'll let you know I've made a cover of this song, which is linked below. A lot of fun to put together. I love this song a lot, but it's also just a bit of a visual guide so you can see where all the parts happen. I've also got a Patreon you can support me at. That's linked below, as is a video explaining what Patreon is if you're unsure. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I've got a Spotify playlist that I put together that's got all the songs I've made tutorials for on it, so you can have a listen through that and see if you want to learn any other songs. Also, if you could like and subscribe, that would be great. Anyway, now that's out of the way, let's jump into the lesson. Alright, so for this track, we're just in standard tuning, using a pick, and there's only one guitar part. In terms of form, we've got 5 sections to learn. We've got a verse, what I've called a pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus happens 4 times in the song, and each time there's one chord different at the end, so I'll explain all of those. We've got a bridge, chorus, and then a lead line that happens sort of in the outro. So I'll go through section by section, give you an example of what we're going to learn, and then I'll teach it to you. Alright, so we'll start with the verse, which is what you hear when the guitar first starts in at around 43 seconds or something after the accordion intro. And the verse is this. Alright, so just a couple of chords to learn here. So starting with just a regular first position sort of D major chord that you learn when you first start guitar. So it's just open 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and 2nd fret on the 1st string. But to get this little hammer on, we're going to be just playing that 1st string open and then hammering on with our 2nd finger onto it. That's chord 1. Then we've just got like a C with a 9 in it, add 9. So that's 3rd fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, open 3rd string, and then 3rd fret on the top 2 strings. And that's just that passing chord. We're finishing with an E minor. So open 6th string, 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th strings, and the open top 3 strings. And we're going to sit on this for a bit. And then you repeat it. And that's all the verse is. So just those 3 chords in that order. And the verse crops up 4 times throughout the track. But it's the same every time. Alright, so then we're on to the bridge, the pre-chorus, what I've called the pre-chorus. And like I said at the top, this happens 4 times in the track, and it's exactly the same except for the very, very end. So there's a different chord tagged on the end of each time it comes around. So I'll play it and then I'll talk through the variations on it. So it goes like this. Get back to the verse there. Alright, so this is the first variation. So we start off this little walk up from 2, 3, 4 on the 5th string. Then we hold that 2nd fret on the 4th string, and then open 3rd, open 2nd. So you get. And then we've got. You can reorganize your fingers to play it like that, but it's probably easiest to put your thumb over the top, hook that over, So on the 2nd fret on the 6th string, and then 2nd fret on the 4th string, 3rd fret on the 3rd and 2nd. So you've got hooking your thumb over allows you to keep that finger in the same spot. Gives you a bit of an anchor. So then we've got a B minor. So we're going to bar the 2nd fret on the top 5 strings. Then we've got 4th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings, and 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Then we've got, which is our D major again that we learnt earlier. Open 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd and 1st strings, and 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And this time we're going, which is just holding that chord and then putting our pinky down on the 3rd fret, 1st string, and then taking it off again. Then we're just finishing with a G chord. So 3rd fret on the 6th string, 2nd fret on the 5th string, open 4th and 3rd strings, and 3rd fret on the top 2 strings. So this is variation 1. Alright, so variation 2, exactly the same, except we're leading into the bridge, so it goes like this. And we get into the bridge there. So it's all exactly the same, except we're just putting this chord on the end of it, an F sharp major, sorry. So we're going to be barring the 2nd fret, all 6 strings. Then we've got 4th fret on the 5th and 4th strings, and 3rd fret on the 3rd string. And just doing that sort of more vigorous strumming there. So version 2 again. Bridge. Alright, so the 3rd time the pre-chorus comes round, it's going into the verse again, and goes like this. So exactly the same as version 2, except instead of this F sharp major, we've got a diminished this chord here. So we've got 3rd fret on the 4th string, 4th fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and 4th fret on the 1st string. So just as that little passing chord. So again. Into the verse there. And the last pre-chorus is just before the big repeated chorus at the end with the lead line over the top of it, and just goes like this. So again, exactly the same, we're just putting this G minor right at the end. So after our G major chord, sit on that, we're playing this G minor. So 3rd fret on the 6th string, just muting that 5th string, open 4th string, 3rd fret on the 3rd and 2nd strings, and open 1st string. And we're just again doing that sort of strumming. which gets us into that big outro section. But yeah, so that's all of the variations on the pre-chorus. So now we'll learn the bridge. And the bridge coming out of the pre-chorus goes like this. That's the chorus there we get to. All right, so after that F sharp major going out of the pre-chorus, we hit. So just these two chords that we're going to sit on for a bit. So we've got a B minor, so barring that second fret, top 5 strings, 4th fret on the 4th and 3rd string, and 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Just going between that and the E minor that we learnt before as well. So open 6th string, 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th, and the top 3 strings open. You go back to B minor. So we're going to do each of these chords 3 times. 2. So the 3rd time. So once we've done that 3 times each, we go to a C major chord. So go between C major and C major 7. So that's just 3rd fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, open 3rd, 1st fret on the 2nd string, and open 1st string. So we're just going between that and then just taking our 1st finger off so that 2nd string is exposed as open as well. So we're just going. Just doing that. Then we go to our E minor again. And then this little lead in to the chorus chord. We're just going to be flattening our 1st finger across the top 3 strings in the 1st fret, putting our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the 4th string, and our pinky on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So coming out of the end of the that's when we get into the chorus. So yeah, that's the bridge, and that only happens once in the song. All right, so then the next part to learn is the chorus itself, and this is that sort of big building section, and also the outro, which is just the chorus repeated 3 times. What I've called the chorus anyway. I don't know if it's the actual chorus, what Jeff would call it, but anyway, yeah. So coming out of that goes like this. So yeah, the first time this chorus happens, we just do that the once, and then at the end, we repeat the whole thing 3 times. Alright, so the first chord. So it's our D major from before. So open 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd and 1st strings, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string. But this time we've got this F sharp in the bass. So we're going to hook our thumb over again, 2nd fret on the 6th string. And you're sort of not playing that 5th string. So that's chord 1. Then we go to a G minor that we learnt before. So on the 6th string, 3rd fret, open 4th string, 3rd fret on the 3rd and 2nd string, and open 1st string. That's our 2nd chord. Then for this 3rd chord, got our middle finger on the 5th fret, 6th string, 4th fret on the 4th string, 6th fret on the 3rd string, and the top 2 open. And again, muting, not muting with the fleshy part of your middle finger, that 5th string, so you're not hearing any note ringing out from it. And so for the next few chords, we're going to be keeping these 2 fingers where they are and just alternating sort of with our 2nd and 3rd finger on the bass note. So yeah, that 3rd chord. Then we just slide over 1 fret with these 2 and put our 3rd finger out onto the 7th fret, 6th string. So you're going. So that's 7th fret on the 6th string, and then we've got 5 on the 4th, 7 on the 3rd, open top 2. Then the next chord, we just slide everything up 2 frets. So 9th fret on the 6th, 7th fret on the 4th, 9th fret on the 3rd string, top 2 open again. And then we do the same thing, just move it up 3 frets now. So now we've got 12th fret on the 6th string, 10th fret on the 4th, 12th on the 3rd, and top 2 open. And this is when we do this sort of descending thing. So we're sort of just backtracking a bit. So from that chord, now we do 10 on the 6th string, just moving those ones back 1 fret. So now we've got 9 on the 4th, 11 on the 3rd, top 2 open. And we play that chord that we played earlier. So 9th fret on the 6th string, 7 on the 4th, 9 on the 3rd, top 2 open. Move that back 2 frets. So now we've got 7, 5, 7, top 2 open. 5 on the 6th, 4 on the 4th, 6 on the 3rd, top 2 open. And this sort of second last chord is 2nd fret on the 6th string, muting that 5th, 2nd fret on the 4th and 3rd, and the top 2 open. And then finishing on our E minor. So open 6th, 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th, and the top 3 open. So that's what this is. I'll just play it again for you. So starting with that D with the F sharp in the bass. That's the chorus. Alright, so the only other part to learn now is the lead line that happens over the outro, which is that repeated chorus. So I've just got a backing track that's got what we just learnt, the chorus on it, and I'll play the lead line over the top. Here we go. All right, so I've just sort of broken it up into 4 smaller sections just so it's a bit easier to learn. So the first bit, first bit. It's just this. So starting on 2nd fret on the 6th string, up to 5 on the 5th, back to 2 on the 6th, 2, 3, then we've got, which is open, first, open on the 5th string, finishing on the 3rd fret on the 6th string. So far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the next part is this. So back to 2 on the 6th string, then up to 5, then on the 5th string, 5. So we go 5, 2, 5. So far for this bit. Then we've got 5 twice on the 4th string, up to 7, up to 7. Then we've got, so that's the sort of second chunk. Then for the third chunk, which is 4 on the 5th string, 2 on the 4th, then on the 3rd. Then you go 2, 4 again on the 3rd string. That's the third chunk. And then, so the fourth part of this lead line is pretty much just following the bass line outlined by the chords. So we just got so just open 6th string, then 5 on the 5th, still on the 5th, 4, 2, open, then 2, open on the 6th string to finish it off. So yeah, and this just repeats 3 times. The only difference after the second time round, you just hear this little, which is just 2nd fret on the 3rd string, sort of bent up quickly and then back down. So I'll play it through again, just once through, a bit slower, just to make it a bit easier to get it to sink in. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's all the parts to this song. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Hope you enjoy playing along with that one when you get it down. It's one of my favourite songs to play, and I play it all the time. But yeah, you can check out that cover that is linked below. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. But that's it for this one. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.